Residential sales comparison and income approaches page 87. For example, an appraiser needs to identify the necessity and amount of an adjustment for a greenhouse. Although he has not been able to find any data where a greenhouse was the only difference, he has been able to locate data that has two differences, one of which is a greenhouse. The other difference involves the size of the garages. Everything else about the paired properties is the same. Here's the two comps. You got 630 Amherst Court and 570 Beechwood Drive. The sale price for Amherst is $253,000. The sale price for Beechwood is $250,000. Amherst has a two-car detached garage, and Beechwood had a one-car detached garage. Amherst had a greenhouse, and Beechwood didn't. The difference between the sale prices of the two properties is $3,000. The appraiser has already identified through a previous primary pairing that the adjustment for a two-car garage versus a one-car garage is $2,000. Thus, this secondary pairing indicates that the greenhouse does warrant an adjustment in the amount of $1,000. The appraiser must be very careful using paired data analysis. As we discussed earlier in this chapter, the appraiser usually will need to analyze several sets of data to support an adjustment due to the imperfect actions of buyers and sellers. Therefore, the appraiser must rely on good logic and judgment to determine if the numerical conclusion reached through such an analysis is actually meaningful and relevant to the typical actions of market participants. As the number of variables between data in a data set increases, the reliability of the indication reached can often be diminished. Therefore, the appraiser relies on his judgment and market intelligence to determine what is significant and what is not. Admittedly, some physical characteristics are easier to analyze and determine the necessity and amount of a quantitative adjustment than others. Since the element of physical characteristics is so broad and can address many aspects of the physical property, the appraiser must be cautious not to double count an adjustment.